No, my oven is not on. And this is where I house my potential sprouts. So let's just see how they turned out. I can kind of smell the smell of sprouts, so I have a feeling they are doing something. And I have them wrapped up in here, but again, the oven is off. It's just that this is a dark space. It's a little bit more, a touch warmer, not much, but look, this is bursting at the seams already. Whoops. And I want to take you over here so you can see these are the mung. I just put them in yesterday. And this is how they're kind of peeking through here. Look at that. And you know, I have tried so many different techniques on sprouting, and I've gone back to my grandmother's basics, is what my mom was telling me. They used to put these sprouts in muslin cloth and just let them go ahead and do their thing. And that's what I am doing now. And look at what I've got. It's so much better. I started years ago using this funky plastic container that my mom got from India. I do not want any, honestly, plastic touching my food as much as I can avoid it. Look, the basics, once in a while, whatever it is, it happens. And now I've become my mother because now I'm getting really particular about it. So what I'm gonna do with these though, look how beautifully they are sprouting, and they're warm. I can feel it's like this energy coming off of these growing sprouts, and this is the green mung. I am just going to spritz it with a touch of water, and then I'm gonna wrap it again by just folding these two sides of this cloth over. I recommend getting dishcloths into your kitchen. I've not used throwaway paper towels in my kitchen for now 2 to 3 years. Seriously. I know my kids fought it in the beginning, and so did my husband, but even our napkins are all cloth napkins. It is what it is, folks. That's a little way to just save the environment by the little simple things. I just hate throwing things into the trash if I don't have to. So here's another legume or bean. And look, this one is taking a touch longer to come out, but that's okay. This they actually make into a really beautiful chaat, especially in Gujarati cuisine. So I'm going to, it's my first time really using it. We don't use this as much in Punjabi cuisine, frankly. And if you do, look, there's one green mung too that got lost in here, a few actually, but that's okay. And here's what I noticed as I touch this. It's important to just get a sense of your food. Sometimes by touching it, there's dampness in here. It's still a little wet. So what I need to do so that it does not spoil is I'm going to shift it, move it, shake the tray a touch, so that we are not letting any bit just sit and then spoil and get a little moldy. And that's one of the tips for successful sprouting, is just keep it moving a touch. That's really important, because if you let it sit, it's an actual food source. It can get a touch stagnant, and you don't want that to happen. What I actually think I'm gonna do with this is I'm going to shift it onto a fresh towel. This is a little more wet than the mung. The mung just kind of perks right up. Look at that, look at the difference. And this is taking a little bit longer, but the mung is really rock and roll, ready to go. I'm gonna let this go for another day. I'm not really gonna touch it much. It didn't feel that wet. This does, so I'm going to replace this cloth. I'm just gonna line another tray with a towel, and just so you see a sneak peek into where and how I organize all my towels. Dot and Army is a great site to get lots of amazing dish towels, and that's what I do. Look at this. I have everything folded up and beautifully kind of set and prepped. So I'm just gonna get another towel. I'm gonna line another tray, baking tray. That's all you do, just to keep it all contained. And then I'm going to transfer it, because I think that is one of the critical things with these sprouts, is to make sure whatever they're sitting on is super dry, right? And then we can just spritz it a touch from the top and let it sit again in that oven that has been turned off. It is not an oven that has been turned on. I've made that mistake. All right, so I'm here to tell you, this is how you sprout. These are edible. You can eat this right now, and it's a great way to start your morning off high in protein, high in lots of enzymes, cleans your gut. Oh my God, I love sprouts. Love them.